And we are live. Yes, yes. Hi, Shay. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Uh,
Good.
I'm very good. Sorry, everybody, for the delay. Um, as always, when we start, I always try to get everybody to give me a bit of a thumbs up in terms of sound to make sure that you're hearing us fine and it's all gravy. Um, so I'm going to type in the comment. Let us know if you hear us, everyone. We
1 second.
So we're just starting this live, everybody. I just want to make sure you can hear us. It's all smooth. I'll be checking your comments in case something's going on with the sound. Sometimes we have these issues live. Um, Let me know. Okay, sound is great. Okay, cool. Oside, what's up? Cool. LKZ, what up? Leo C. Okay, cool, great. Thanks everybody for your patience. Um, but we're here. So let's talk about this little project that is really kind of an important one for me as it marks the I don't know how long it is now. How long did we say this project was now? Is it like
17 years?
is
How
it?
many years?
Wow, that's mad. Yeah,
Se- 17 years.
17 years, and it's one of the tracks that I sent to Chez the first time when we first started talking. It was part of that batch of songs that I'd sent you, and I was like, kind of done with sending demos, and you really connected with it. So it's a really important track for me because it was kind of like my business card at the time. I felt like I really liked the track, and uh, you know, kind of a take it or leave it kind of thing where I was happy with it, and I was looking for somebody to connect with it, and you did. Um, so yeah, it is special for me to let people touch this track. I have never really had like proper remixes done of my music. Like you did one of you actually remixed this track, but really in my career I never really like got remixes done. So it was quite special to be able to let all of you guys touch it. But yeah, Shay, tell us a little bit about your relationship with the track as well.
My relationship with the track. I have a relationship with the track. Did I do a remix on the track?
You're,
Did
you,
I?
yeah, that's why
Did I mix?
didn't you tell me about this 2 days ago
I
on
I I, I don't know. I heard
the remix project? You heard your own track.
the remix project. Right? Was that this track?
Yeah, you said that's the track that.
What was it? I'm asking. Hey, brother, I'm getting older. I don't remember some
Yeah, you said
things.
that's the only track that you remixed on your own label.
Ah, okay. So I did a version of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was the only mix actually. Which
Wow.
is funny enough because I think it's very rare sometimes for an executive to not remix the artists that are on the imprint. And for me, I didn't really think it was need to, but I also thought it would be interesting to do a remix on it. I thought it would be able to open the gates to another room, you know, of the track. Uh, but now that I'm listening to all the new renditions of it, it was really, really refreshing. It was almost like listening to the track for the first time in new elements. And that was really, really interesting. Otherwise, I would have thought, oh, wow, this is too many tracks to go through. But I have to say, pleasantly enough, uh, I think I enjoy something about each and every one of them. In spite of maybe some were not good sound quality, which is something I think you can always encourage your audience that when they're sending demos and when you're representing something, you must be able to get the best sound you can possibly get. There were some things that because either the volume was so low or the sound quality wasn't so great to me, in most worlds, we wouldn't even listen to it. We wouldn't even listen to it. We just like skip. We skip to the next one. So I think it's really, really important, even moving forward, that you help educate audiences when it comes down to presenting mixes and projects. you know, to always give their best rendition, the best possible they can possibly give, and that includes the sound quality as well.
Definitely, yeah. I think in this
I'm
competition.
sorry, I didn't mean to go jump off on that,
No,
but
but I think
it's
the
just
batch was actually I did, there weren't that many like, you know, poor, like really poor
no, there
sounding.
wasn't.
Yeah,
No, there wasn't. That's what I wanted to tell you because I had such a great time, pleasant listening to each and every one of them. You know, it was just that the few, it was
yeah,
only about two, maybe like three of them, uh, that to me wouldn't have got the proper attention
yes,
uh, if it was another way around. You know
mm,
what I mean? If I didn't have the attitude to really listen to every one of them, they wouldn't have had the opportunity to be heard. That's all I'm saying.
mm-hmm, yeah.
You know,
No, it's
but I
been,
but I did
yeah,
I enjoyed each and every one of them, to be quite honest with you, which is again surprising me because in a day and age where everyone wants to shine, everyone wants to have their interpretation on something. I thought, first of all, everyone used the DNA, which is really nice, which I think is very very important when you're touching anybody's stuff. Is there some identity to it? You know. Um,
yeah. I personally think that obviously me being the artist, my perspective is different. Like when I'm listening to something that's so personal and hearing what people are doing with it, and I feel like people have been, you know, quite good at like making a decent sounding kind of tracks that had like, because of all the elements that they were given, they were able to flesh out something that was that was holding itself quite pretty well. But I was really looking personally when I was listening and judging the tracks, I was looking for something different, something that um, would, when I'm thinking of presenting a remix package, something that would bring something that is different, that gives it a different kind of like interpretation and outlook. I think that's something I was quite sensitive to, as opposed to people just using so many of the parts that it really resembled the original, but just maybe with new drums or an alternative bass line or something like that. That I felt less drawn to because, unfortunately, you know, using the sounds as they are, they just quickly you're in that original. It sounds like the original quite quickly. They're quite distinctive sounds. There aren't that many tracks, channels in the remix as well. So I was really keeping my ear open to something that was different, that was surprising me, and that was you know, that is kind of like the criteria that I went with. So without much further ado, seeing that we also like got a little bit late, I would like to start, and we are going to start. So just as a reminder, um, we've had people join this competition for 30 days, and for this live stream, we're presenting 10 tracks, the 10 finalists, and there's one person out of these 10 finalists that is the person that won the most votes. And this person is called Duarte Castro. And he did something that was really quite interesting, I thought. Oh, Chez just pressed
I'm sorry.
camera off. Can you put your camera back? Oh, there you go.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. We changed direction. Oh, there we go. So yeah, Duarte is from the UK. I would imagine that he's maybe got some other kinds of origins, but this is his second competition joining, and yeah, I was quite taken by his interpretation. Let's say, and he was kind of in my shortlist, and he happened to have won the popular vote. So let's go, guys. Let's check it out. pump the brake, no? Right. Wait. Oh wait, they're
Because it
here.
doesn't really
Okay,
do
we've stopped.
anything
We've stopped.
after
We've
it.
stopped. People, wait. Although people can see. Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah, that was it.
Wait, I think people. Great try. Okay, here we got. Okay, sorry guys. Just trying to like understand what's going on with the scenes. We're live because we were chatting in the background, and I wasn't sure if you could hear us. Yes, well done, Duarte. That is quite an interesting track. We were saying how you did your homework with this tune, as you have also sampled a vocal that is in Chez version, which isn't part of the original track. So yeah, that was quite cool, and yeah, it kind
Well,
of
actually, I think I kind of love that about actually all of the versions have actually added a vocal to it. I thought they all added a personality to it, which I thought was really quite good. I thought that it showed sign of leadership by them giving it something that would give it more of a personality from their own energy perspective. So I really enjoyed that because and probably because I enjoyed it because they did the same thing I did. They took a risk, they took a chance of adding an element that wasn't necessarily in the original. Uh, especially when it comes down to vocal instruments. And sometimes that can be great, sometimes it can be tricky. But the ones I heard, I thought they were nice. Yeah,
yeah. No, definitely, and it's great to see that people have been resonating with that track, and he's the one who, I think, he stole the votes by 1 point in front of someone else. But yeah, well done, Duarte. That's an interesting track. I think it was quite different, and yeah, well done. All right, let's go to the next track and see who we have here. I think this person also had quite a lot of votes. I think it might have been second one, and I think it might be another someone that's been also a part of the finals in the past. And this person is Michael Musilli from Chicago, actually. So he's representing your neck of the woods there, Chez.
yeah. I think I saw that one as
Yeah.
well.
It was part of your short list. All right, let's go. Let's check it out. Yes, Michael Musili, who was right behind Duarte. I think when I was counting, maybe he was first, and then Duarte became first. But yeah, this is also another of the people's favorite. And I think it was also in your short list, Shay. Do you want to tell us more about your opinion?
What about that particular track or
Yeah,
just the overall mixes?
just this track.
I enjoyed the bass line. I thought it brought a 26 energy to it. But to me, it still kept very much the classic vibe to it. So it was nothing different in that area. I think it still reminded me of the 17 years ago, only this time the energy has shifted. So I would, and I enjoyed the shift of the energy. I enjoyed the 2026 energy of it.
Yeah, I guess it's more of a dub. You just
Yeah, yeah,
kept
yeah. I
keeps.
mean, yeah, but again, but it's cool. It's if I heard that in the mix, I would like it. I'm sure. It kind of gives me that, and then it would give me the feeling of something new. You know.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I liked it as well. I think maybe it was a little bit on the simpler side, but I like the bass line. I think it's got a nice groove to it. But yeah, it's definitely more stripped down. Yeah, I don't have as much to say. It wasn't necessarily the top, but yeah, it still made it to the final. So, and I think people really enjoyed it. So, yeah, well done, Michael. Really appreciate you giving it this a go. All right, let's go to the next one. The next one is by Castoldi. Castoldi is another user, member of ours. He's from Cordoba in Argentina. Actually, he's been participating in every single competition, and I discovered him after the first one, and I signed him on courtesy of Balance. He did a
Oh,
great
nice one.
he did a great record for us, and yeah, here he is with his version of Astrids and Stardust. Let's go. And we are back. Yes, Castoldi, always with his own kind of take on things. I thought this was cool. I like the production in it. The breakdowns are cool, and yeah, it's also different. I think we both had this in our kind of short list. At first, I wasn't kind of. I was trying to hear more elements from the track, but I think he still managed to do something that was him, and I think that's what also I quite like. It was kind of sounded not just like matter. We were talking with Chez how it's because it's such an atmospheric track. The original one is kind of easy to kind of like get sucked into this sort of like mellow and atmospheric kind of vibe. So and it's quite hard to make it more groovy or more, kind of different. And yeah, I think he managed to do it here.
I think that was a challenge with everyone, though. To be honest with you, I
Yeah,
think probably everyone had that challenge because it was so dominant as it was, as its own track that people wanted to handle with care, and so I got that part, which is really unique. But at the same time, I would have loved to have heard more Rebel in the remix's approach. Kind of like taking it and grabbing it and recycling it to fit their personality.
yeah. It's definitely one thing for me that when I was hearing these remixes, the sounds were quite close to the original,
Yes,
they appeal to me less because I know them so much that it just sounds like someone's put it on the sampler and just playing around with it. It doesn't
yeah,
sound as thought out, thoughtful, and like, whereas those who kind of put more effort in it, like there was a guy, his name was Crimson. He did a really like ambient-ish kind of track, and I quite like that. It was very different, but yeah, I like the people who were like kind of taking like risks and stuff like that. So yeah, just more insight about what we've been listening to and what kind of were our criterias. But yes, well done, Nico. All right, next one. The next one comes from Berlin, and it's someone that we both know, who's a DJ who plays often at Heidegrün. Her name is Leah. She's one of the few female producers that joined, which was great to see. And yeah, she definitely had her own kind of vibe with the remix, which I thought was quite interesting. So let's check what she did. Here we are. We're back. Yes, Leah, well done. Uh, that was hello. Hello, Linda. I can hear Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Oh, I can hear her. Yeah, sing it. Um, yes, Leah. Well done. I really enjoyed this one. I think I was very receptive to the tension in the track. It's quite hypnotic. It's got, I like the drums are quite, soft and tribally, but there's this kind of like a minimal kind of hypnotic kind of thing that keeps on building and building. And I thought, that's great. And I think that's something that when I DJ, I like those kind of tracks. I think although they're simple, I think the fact that there's tension that's created is something I'm really like, I was really enjoying, and it had this kind of more like, yeah, just I don't know if it's like Berlin sound or whatever, but yeah, it definitely had a great vibe. So I think we just lost Chez. Chez, did you stop your
I'll be
camera?
right back. Hold on.
Okay, cool, no worries. Yeah, well done. It's great. It's great to see more women joining the competitions. We're still very much a male-dominated industry, and I don't know. I definitely appreciate when I see women producing, and this is not why she's in the final
Yeah,
10
live on YouTube.
for sure.
I can hear your whole
But
conversation.
wait, I think let me see. I think I'm gonna mute him. Um, yeah. So yeah, it was good. I think Shay is about to come back. Are you coming back, Shay? Can you hear me? Okay, I'm on my own on this one. Let me make a shout out to the people in the chat room. We've got Was. You're back. You're back.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
back.
I'm making a shout
I'm
out
hearing
to
a loop.
Master William, Lenny, Michael Musili, Leo, Khaled, Ferdinand. Thanks everybody who's watching live. Basil. Everyone. There's quite a lot of people here online, so that's dope. Yeah. Yeah. I sent you your flowers, Leah. Shay, did you have anything to say about this track?
Um, I was having a loop that I could hear.
Okay.
Is this Leah's track?
Yeah.
Okay, no. The Leah's track was again good energy, classic minimal for me. I had a chance to speak with her. She told me she played it at Heidegger, and she said it sounded good. So that's really a great indication from the remixer as well, is being able to test your work. So that she was able to test it with a live audience to me, which to me probably spoke volumes to if she hadn't. So again, I can imagine, as I was playing the same room recently, I could imagine her having an experience with the energy in the room, which would have probably brought it to a whole nother level of light.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it.
And never
I was
underestimate
happy.
music on a system. We're
Say
listening on
again?
never underestimate all of these tracks that we're listening to on the system in a club. That's
Oh
where
no,
you
never,
get to
never,
experience.
and never underestimate it with the audience as well,
Hmm.
because if you're playing it in the audience and it's live and they're getting it live and you're transmitting this energy, the return will be nothing less than amazing.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
so. Well done, being the one of few females I saw, if any,
Hmm.
on the lineup.
Yeah.
So that was good.
100%. Okay, well done, Leah. All right. The next person in line is familiar with our competitions. He goes by Kerouac from Manchester, who's been making some waves recently, having some cool releases. Yeah, let's check him out. I'm gonna start a little bit further in the track so we can get to listen to more of it. Let's go. And we are back. Yes. Well done, Mike, for yet joining again and doing something which I think for me is a good example of kind of what I'm looking for in a remix. Like it obviously doesn't sound anything like the original technically in terms of like, having that drony pads and like the bass line and all that, but still you've still used the elements and incorporated them into like a different kind of like theme and energy, and I think it's quite classy. You've got a good ear for like using the samples and making them kind of like gel in within your track, and I really appreciate that. I think it was quite interesting as a remix, and yeah, quite classy. What's your opinion, Shay?
Actually, I thought it's nice energy. I thought it was raw. I thought it was. I mean, again, I could hear it in the mix. I could hear it being played. And for me, I'm looking at it from a completely different ear. So, you know, again, would I have liked to hear a little bit more Risk? Of course. A little bit more personality? Yes, I would have. But I think for what he gave us, I think he done a great job in giving us that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I agree. Well done, Mike. Always present. Much love. Really appreciate that. Okay, so the next one. The next one is the person that's been winning before. Is very talented, and he was the first to post his track. His name is Timmy P. Um, I think you need to stop joining because you've been you know getting high scores
But
many
yeah, but
times.
isn't that a good thing actually? I think to be quite honest with you, I look at this whole platform and this community as a university exercise. To be quite honest with you,
Yeah.
I was just thinking about how many people I selected, and how it would be just great to have them as a filter in the future, on projects, and letting them test drives and projects in the future.
Mhm.
I think that you could never have enough learning, and I think each track, I would love to take the same team and give them a completely another track actually to see also what the dynamics will be, because I think that to me it gives everybody good exercise to find their own identity, learn how to work with parts and elements. And you said something earlier today, which to me, I think there ought to always be some DNA in the track. That you can use one piece, minimal piece, a half piece, but it must be always identity. Otherwise,
Mhm.
it's a new track.
Yeah.
And I think it's a really fine line in today's generation from a new track versus a retake on something. One of the things that I did get from this is that I think everyone respected you as the artist enough not to completely make you unrecognizable,
Uh-huh.
which I thought was really, really great. But then I also saw the level of respect that that people had against you as the artist and producer, which I think was great. So there we have it. Next.
Definitely. And yeah, I think this one is one of my faves, and we can definitely hear Timmy P in this as well. So let's check it out. DP, yes. I mean, what a track to start. I think, yeah, he was the first person to post his track. Um, so yeah, well done, Timmy. I really like this remix, and I also know that a lot of the music that you make sometimes is more jacking and banging and stuff like that. And I think this kind of shows a really nice side of you. And yeah, I think the production is great. I love the growling kind of bass lines, the different kind of arpeggios that you brought in, and you still brought some of my stuff, but yeah, you really managed to shuffle this in a completely different way, yet still sounding like obviously it's a remix of my track. So I think you definitely yeah managed to do a good job on that, and the production's great, and yeah, really enjoyed it. So thanks, Timmy. Shay.
I think out of all the remixes, I think this one would have probably said um, Astro's 26. Would have it would to me
Hmm.
it
Yeah.
would have been the if I was a major record company and I wanted to just revise the track and put it out, this would have probably been one of the interpretations I would have used.
Hmm.
I think it kept all the elements, the essence of the original, but I also think it gave some new elements, which to me were just good, what do you call it, um co-ingredients. I think that, but again, it still kept this classic form, gave me a little bit more energy, but also completely gave me the identity of the track. So, to be quite honest with you, and this could have come out back then as well. Actually, to be quite honest, funny enough,
Yeah.
this could have come on the same 12 inch as a remix 17 years ago, and I think it would have probably still been the same,
Yeah.
if you
Well,
know what I mean.
yeah,
Huh?
definitely. Yeah, definitely. I think it's got timeless kind of I don't think it's got so many gimmicks and things and production
No.
stuff that, would betray the time, which can
Yeah,
happen
agreed.
sometimes. So yeah, awesome stuff, Timmy. Thanks for joining again. I really appreciate it. All right, the next one is uh, is from a French artist who's also been been here from day dot, always participating, and yeah, I think this one was in your shortlist as well, Shay. His name is Axel. He
Yes.
runs a great label called Ordinaire in the east of France, LKZ. Yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight into it. All right, let's go. Yes, LKZ. All right, Shay, I'll let you start with the feedback for this one.
Actually, this was also one of my favorite ones. I thought that it displayed some amazing energy. I thought that LK's handled it with care, while not losing himself. I think that, listening from my side, it looks like he took time to spin on the sounds, because it's very hard to find sounds that will match up with sound 17 years ago, to be quite honest with you. And I think that he was able to find some sound modules, I think, that complemented the original part so well, that I almost could have felt like they could have all been a part of the original production. So that's my take on that. I really, really enjoyed it. I love the energy that it brought to the table as well.
Awesome.
Um, More so.
Yeah, I also, because I know Axel's music, I feel like I could hear him as well in terms of like the energy that he's bringing to the track, and the sound and the choice of aesthetic and atmosphere that he's bringing is also quite him. So it's quite
Absolutely.
true to like, you know, being like an LKZ interpretation or something like that. Um, so yeah, I think good job, Axel. Thanks again for touching this and trying something, and I'm take a moment as well to say thanks to everybody who's joined and who's touched this piece of music, which for me is very personal. So it's quite difficult sometimes to give feedback and to really understand what it is that I like, and because Shay has sort of like executive producer kind of mindset, I'm the artist, so it touches me in a different way. But I want to say thanks everybody, because yeah, again, it's not every time. It's quite something to get remixes done. Usually, when you get remixes done, you ask a few people, you get like two, three, you know, tries from someone and maybe someone else, and that's what you get. You don't get like 60 something remixes, so it's quite humbling to get that. So I'm really appreciative of that. So I want to say thanks to everybody. Like it's been quite something to listen to everything. It's a very different experience from me from every other competitions that I've done, because the criterias are completely all over the shop. It's not really about for me at least. my choices. I find it more subjective. It's very difficult, and we know music is subjective. So, yeah, I want to thank everybody. All right, let's go to the next one.
Wait,
We've
before you go
yeah,
before you go
go
there,
on.
actually,
Say go, go, go.
I want to also thank everybody as well because although I love you and thank you for expressing yourself as the artist and composer of the track, but as an executive of the track, I'm proud of everybody actually that participated in it. I was really encouraging. If I was the professor residing over this classroom, everybody would have passed. Everyone didn't have to be a winner, but everyone passed in terms of passing grades. I think to me, I think everyone's approach to it was handled with consideration of the project, and I can even hear the consideration as the producer of it, how the respect, and that means a lot actually. But even more so as an executive, I think there was no failures in this whole is how do you call it, this whole test or examination or this whole remix project. I don't think there was no failures. I think to me, again, everyone has passing grades to me because I saw the personality in everyone. First of all, that was really really good, and it really encouraged me to really see that we were working with a different classroom here than previous classrooms, and so I just really really wanted to point that out to you as we move on because I think it's really really important to know that people who've taken the time out to contribute or to make effort to try something that you all were in the right way. Let me just say that.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. Yes, I concur. Also, remixing is a different art form than just making your own music. And I think,
Yes.
you guys all played the game. Maybe some of you is the first time you do a remix. So, in that sense, yeah, yeah, you all passed with flying colors. So thank you. All right,
Well done.
let's move on to the next person. Yes, I really liked this next person. This one is one of my picks. When we do picks, we all have like a short list, and then we try to mix it so it's nice and balanced. And this one is from Ferdinand, aka Brevis Bounce, who kind of secured a spot on the record for the last World of Deep, which we're gonna send to production finally. But yeah, let's check what he's done because he's done a nice interpretation and kind of stepped out of the of the regular kind of style of the track song, and I really like that. So let's go. Yeah. All right. Brevis bounce. Nice. Very cool. Yeah. So here's my feedback with this one. I liked it because, um, for me, the track, my original track, isn't just the pad and the pads and all that. For me, the bass line is quite significant, and you decided to kind of like keep the bass line as close as the original, and some of the drums, also the 808s and stuff like that. But and then you created your own kind of world on top of it, and I think that I quite like it. I think it worked. Yeah, I think harmonically everything kind of worked. There was one part at the end where it's quite tense. I wasn't sure, but otherwise I still think it's yeah. I was it was definitely a try. One of the versions that stood out the most for me as being something quite singular. And yeah, I think I still got the track, the Asteroids and Stardust track, which is very much that, that bass line, and that is also from almost beginning to end in the track. So it's quite significant. So that was my anchor. And I definitely felt like it was something different. That was really a remix, in my book anyway. So yeah, thank you, Brevis Bounce. Shay, do you have any words about this track?
No, I no, but I want to point out something that I use as a rule and have used for over 30 years. And it's the same format to ask myself, whether it be my own product or whether it be a remix, asking myself, when do I hear this being played? And it's very important. I know if you are a DJ or international DJ, you are given time slots. There's the opening, there's the peak time, there's the closing, there's the after hour, there's the morning show. All of these to me are all slots, and they're bona fide slots, and they're slots that's not going nowhere. So it's very, very important also too. I think that producers also have this in mind. When do you hear this being played? And I think sometimes we get caught up into the listening part of it that we forget that this is dance music as well. And I think that not only do I want to listen to it, but I also want to dance to it. And so then I love this one because I think he put his personality in it. I love that he took the lead take on piano hits, which was quite different than in the previous mixes. But also at the same time, I would also would have loved would it to have met more primetime dance floor to me than opening or closing kind of energy. And I
Mm-hmm.
just really want to put that out because I think it's very, very important. At least for me, and as an active DJ and as an active touring person, I think it's really, really important sometimes to visualize. Also, when do you hear it playing, or what kind of DJ do you hear playing this?
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, it's always been important to have this in my mind. Because I don't want to be the only one say I love this so much that I'm the only one that will play it. I also
100%.
want to take lead to other people who are really the guys who's going to have to push it for me technically. Because even though I come up with a great mix and I come up with a great vibe, it's still going to take the next fellow man to be able to push it. It's going to take the next fellow man to introduce it to his audiences and to his audience of people, whether it be podcasts, whether it be radio, whether it be clubs. So he has to also take this and push it. So I just want all you producers and your future producers out there to be just really conscious, aware that we have to wear far more hats than we think we have to wear, just to give ourselves that assurance that we've tested it enough to know that when we put it out there, we will be okay with whatever happens to it. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the spitting the wisdom. Um,
Thank you for listening. Who do you have up next? Who do you have up next?
wait, wait, wait.
By the way, what number is it? What number?
We've
We,
got
we,
three more left. No,
yeah,
we've
three.
got
Yeah,
two
okay.
more left.
Okay, we have two more left. Okay.
If I'm not wrong, we've got three more left. Okay, so the next person to get to the finals, it's also someone who's been in the finals before and also released on the label. And I don't want to make it sound like, gosh, it's always the same people that end up in the finals, because somehow a lot of people just their talent just shines through, and they're managing to get some interesting tracks. So this one was also in one of your shortlists, and I really enjoyed it. And it's by Oside from Dublin in Ireland. Let's check it out. sides. Okay, Shay, you start.
So, again, as you said earlier, um, you hate for it to sound like it's the same participants participating from competition of competition, but I love the fact that these young men and young women are wanting to believe in themselves enough to at least try, and they all have been different challenges. Um, this is one of my favorite ones as an artist. Also, not only because I've had some personal time to mentor into him, but just sometimes I can hear the maturity in him, and I think that's also great for you with these contests is that you get a chance to see people grow. You know, um, I got a chance to see him grow from the very first time I met him for the first remix that you had to now, and I have to say it's encouraging to see him grow
Mm.
actually in this area. So for me, it's one of my favorite ones because I think what he did is that he retailored it. He took it. I love it. Like you see the people on shows and they say, "Here's the old pair of jeans," and they turn it into something completely different. Or here's an old jacket and turn it into something completely different. I think that's what he did. He managed to take something, he took the fabric of it, and he turned it into completely something different.
Hmm.
And that, to me, from an artist standpoint, is kudos. That is high rank for me. But then, of course, I know also some of this only comes through time and experience. And the more you do something, the more you perfect what you do.
Yeah, definitely. And I think also it was quite a ballsy move to make such a groovy kind of, feel good kind of track out of something that is more moody and kind of almost meditative.
Hmm.
And still managed to do something that worked and that really, really sounded like a remix, but with a different touch, which, you know, some tried to do stuff that was more ballsy and strong and yeah, I just heard that it's not easy to do it, and yeah, I think he really smashed it out the park, and he's got his own vibe as well, which is cool. You can really recognize that it's a like an Osai type track. It's really, yeah,
And let
really.
me and let me say this also to other artists as well. We're artists, so we all actually to feed off each other. I think that when we get to the point where we're so isolated in our own world that we can't learn how to feed off each other, I think we miss the mark. I think it's very very important to even in a conversation and the reply that me and Sammy are having actually is good notes to take actually. They're good notes to take and they're good notes to apply to your own self actually as well because again we're moving in a day age and time where there's a billion people doing the same thing and I'll be quite honest with you, it's very hard for me even to find good music these days, and I'm touring more so than anyone I know. But it's hard sometimes to find good music because it's time consuming, So I'm looking for people who are standing out enough to get my attention to say, hey, you need my energy, and I love that. So I think as artists, I think we all ought to always be inspired to feed from one another, and just take the energy, take the energy, take what I'm getting from you and apply it to myself. I think that to me, this has always been the case, but somehow, we turned it into something else. We turned it into much deeper than it is. We took it into something that you got to go to university to learn. I think it's all bullcrap. I think there's some things that come so natural to us and the word is called inspiration. Okay. The word is called inspiration. When you are inspired by something, that's just what you are. You are inspired by it. Hopefully, all of us could learn and take from one another something because, hey, I'm not going to stop grabbing from every other artist. I think to me, that's what makes me such a pillar, actually. Is that I'm always grabbing from other artists, actually, and realizing that each person brings something so unique to the table that that's what makes them them. So anyway, I just encourage all of you all to really stand out more in your approach and stand out more in your execution, and realize that you're up against a million people, and even with listening, I mean, as you say, as I said, sometimes it takes the next man to push it. But if I'm the next man to push it, trust me, I don't want to go to 10,000 tracks to find three. I mean, that's crazy, but sometimes it happens. So I would rather for you to be a part of the good list, or the good long short list than to be a part of the never list. Okay? I hope that makes some sense, guys. I just
Yeah,
wanted to share that with you. Yeah?
thanks. Yeah, no, definitely. All right, guys, we're about to wrap up. This is the last track now. If I'm not wrong, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, the last one. Okay, last one. Yet another long-time member. He comes from Seattle. He's actually done the track of the month on our digital label this month, which is a really superb deep house kind of masterpiece. And yeah, he was the last person to post his track. He's from Seattle, so it's like, the last kind of time zone that we allow people to share their tracks. So yeah, thanks. His name is Jesse Merlin from Seattle. Let's check it out. Let's go. Okay, we're done. We've just listened to Jesse Merlin. Thanks. This is like also one that I really liked. Also very different, which is also something that I was kind of looking for personally. Which I think the bass line is great, and it's just it brings obviously some of the elements, some of the synths, and the piano is there. So you know I think using the piano, but using a different track, well, not a different track, but a different kind of theme underneath, kind of makes it glue together. So I liked it. I think it was kind of a personal pleasure, like guilty pleasure. This one's very trippy and deep and mellow, and I love that stuff. So yeah, yeah, good job, Jesse. Shay, you want to say something?
Have you heard many of the contestants' solo projects prior to this?
Yeah, quite a few of them. Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I mean,
which
solo
can
projects is a big word. I know some of the music that they've shared previously, so I'm familiar with some of their music. Yeah, and some of them have their own careers, and some of them less.
okay. No, no. I was just curious because I think that you mentioned earlier today that remixing is a whole nother story actually. But I think remix allow you to first of all be inspired by the elements. Number two, to try things that you would have never tried on your own product, and it's just a different room as opposed to the producing something from scratch or producing something from the start. And I think that sometimes remixing can be such an advantage for the remixer in a great way, because it not only allows you not to be limited, but it also allows you to go into rooms and to audiences that you would have never gone into with your own solo stuff. And I think that that's also something that's always to be taken into consideration when you're doing remixes or when you're doing, interpretations of music, of dance music. Um, mm, but yeah, I like Jesse. Well done, Jesse, also as well. And again, this is just speaking to the community themselves. Is that we have a lot more control than we think, and we have a lot more freedom than we think when it comes down to that. I just want to say that finding that right spot between giving too much and not giving enough is can be very thin and be like the hairline of your hair. But I also think there's always something to strive for. Is given, you don't always want to give the people what you think they want, but sometimes give the people what you know will work also as well. And one of the things that I didn't get from a lot of approaches was a DJ standpoint. I didn't get a lot of DJs from it. I got maybe more producers and more listeners perspective than a DJ perspective. But I do think that the advantage to being a DJ and producer is being able to look at it from a different eyesight. You know, and I think that regardless, however we form it up and we look at it, we still have to it still has to be played. You know, we still have to look at it from a DJ's eyesight. Because if I'm just listening to it in my room, then that's okay, no problem. But if I'm going to touch people, reach people, I'm going to have to sit into an audience. Again, whether it be podcast, streaming, DJ live, but I think sometimes I didn't see a lot of DJ approach to it, to the remixes, in my opinion. Anything you want to elaborate on that, Sammy? Because
Yes and no. I mean, definitely. I think there might have been some that were quite well fledged out as tracks in terms of okay, they've got the breakdowns, they've got the thing going on, and things like that, which might have been more certain of them more DJ friendly. But
okay,
again, I think yeah, there's different ways of looking at it, and I personally think that yeah, it was. I could definitely hear a difference in this competition that I have with every other one, where people are coming up with their own original material, and
yes,
this was definitely a challenge for people, like literally, like trying to do something, trying to be respectful, trying to trying to do something that could
Yeah,
do it justice, trying to also the expectation of doing something on your label
yeah.
also might have played. So I could definitely feel that a lot of people tried, which is great, and I totally commend that. But it was definitely different from some of the
You
stuff
know
that
what
what I've been hearing people do.
I will say this, man, is that there wasn't one person I did not like. And to me, and I don't know if I was being too biased about the situation, but I could find something special in everybody. And that to me was really the gold to me, for me to listening to them. Literally. I mean, even the ones that didn't have great sound volume quality to it. I thought everyone took a fantastic approach to it. I think everyone was on their best behavior in how they presented it, and I think that everybody was being themselves based on what they knew and what they didn't know. Some who had more musician, I could hear where they were shining in more the musician part. Some who were limited to it, I saw how they were being more creative with the sounds that were already there. So for me, I have to say it was a win-win across the board. I don't think that again. I don't. For me, there was no losers, and if there's a way that I could, me personally, use elements of everyone at some point, to me will be so worth the goal because I look at it almost just like a classroom, like a classroom community, where everyone, no one failed the class.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I just wanted to put that out there
yeah,
for
definitely.
everyone.
All right, guys, we're going to go silent for a minute for the time that we need to deliberate privately. So you'll see us, but you won't hear any sound. And once we've made our decision and we've got kind of like an idea of what we wanna do, we'll put the sound back on. So yeah, bear with us if you don't see any sound. It's coming back. watching us. Okay, we are unmuted, and we've made our decision, everybody. Thanks for your patience. Yeah, it's nearly 2 hours in this live stream, almost. So thanks if you're still here watching, and if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching as well. So our winners are the first winner is Oside from Dublin. Well done. I wish I had these in these live streams. They have these sound effects. You have a
With the
crowd.
claps.
Yeah,
We get to the whole podcast set
I'm,
with
I'm
all
all,
the effects,
I've been doing this
with the
for.
horns, with
I
the
know,
crowd.
I know. I've been doing this for 5 years. I'm still not doing it, but it's cool.
We're gonna get you there.
Yeah,
We're gonna get you there.
it's coming up. So yeah, Oside, well done. Wicked stuff. Congratulations. Thanks for joining. Thanks for smashing it and doing something fun and really unique and you, which was great. The second winner is Timmy P as well, who brought a great atmosphere, great production, and I think one of the deciding factors with this final kind of like decision was this sort of not only inviting people from the community to do it, but bringing a kind of modern energy to it, like some like kind of 2026, seeing that this project is from 2009. And I think these tracks embody that. And so well done, Timmy, for smashing out the park. And then finally, the other one is by LKZ. Um, Again, who wins, and well done, well done. LKZ got a spot at on the Deeper States Volume 2. So this is again amazing work. What can I say? Thanks so much, all of you, for joining. This is I'll put you all in touch with Chez. Some of you, I think, Oside and LKZ, you're already in touch, but yeah, it's going to be easy to make it happen. Thanks everybody for joining. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate you touching a song of mine that's really close to my heart. Like Chez said, everybody smashed it. It was really cool to hear what you guys came up with. Also, I've heard a lot of your music before through other competitions, so to hear a bit of your influences and your styles and trying to do something different, it's really, really dope. So I really appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, there's just so much. It was quite overwhelming. Chez.
Yep. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, no. Just yeah. Again, I'd like to thank all you guys for participating. Again, we would have never thought 17 years ago that we would be at this moment on a release on a song of Sammy, the lasting this long in the game. First of all, it's a testament to everyone actually that once you're on that road, and I know for him it's been a never-ending story, and we both are on it, and it just doesn't stop. It doesn't stop till we stop it. So, congratulations to everybody who participated again. And this is not over. This is not the last time. I recognize some of you guys' energy. I think it's really, really amazing, and I want to continue to encourage you all to step out and take chances and take risks and, learn how to take sound and manipulation of sound, because I think that that's always the key. We should be doing it before AI, but okay. It's really learning the power of manipulation of sound, and I say that firsthand experience because I've been manipulating sounds since day one. And in fact, the older I become in the game, the more manipulation I like doing, taking something of somebody else and owning it myself. And it's amazing once you realize what you can do with sound manipulation. So I just really want to encourage everybody on that end. Sammy, I just thought about the whole plan. So I think this is what we do. So we have the three mixes plus a new track from you. Nice things. We just figured it out. So there should be a new bonus track from you on your remix swap, and just to show the world that now you've come from 17 years ago, and now you're here now today.
What?
See, I got you. I,
I,
I thought it would slip past you right quick. I said, no, we're going to now add you on as a new track on the remix project. I think it'd be amazing.
Well, another remix of
Uh,
it.
no, 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 a brother new track,
A new track on the remix
a new
project.
track
That's not a
on the
remix.
remix project. Of course, come on, man. You know I don't like playing the same games twice. And
Okay.
so I think it'd be great.
Okay, cool.
A new brother track on it just to show. Now you're featuring a new generation of people touching your old works, and now you get a chance to give us your energy presently.
Okay, well, let's see what I have.
It's a
I'm
thought.
making
I'm
music
sticking to
again,
it.
so I'm making music again. So I'll be working on something. Hopefully, it's good.
Well, welcome back. Welcome, welcome back, brother. I'm looking forward to seeing all of it, and I'm looking forward to your community
Yeah,
growing.
and
You
I
know,
want to say as well, like obviously, you guys need to understand that Chez is a very special person in my life. One of my best friends and mentor, somebody who's helped me so much, and this is kind of like you know, full circle because from being able to read it on his label, and now you guys are part of this community that I've created, and you're able to release on Shay's label through my channel, and it's kind of like you need to continue making use of the power of this community. And even with this new project that Chase is just launched, Balance Classics, you know, the fact that he's been able to listen to so many tracks. I mean, his list was way longer than what we could choose. It was actually a little bit difficult to narrow it down. And I know that Shay's got his eyes on quite a few of you guys, and with this new label coming up, and the idea of revisiting other tracks from the catalog, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys were invited to try something on those ones as well, and use the power of numbers and community to be able to come up with something great. So yeah, I'm sure.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree 1,000%, man. And I think that's what community is ultimately. It's also being able to filter through the network. And again, uh, let's just put it this way. I don't mind you knocking at the door, but most of the time I want you to knock down the door. And you only when you knock down the door is let me know that you're working with something, you're standing on something you really, really love. And it's amazing. That's my philosophy going into 2026 is you can knock at the door or you can knock down the door, but you can't knock down the door unless you got the goods. So come with the goods and you can knock down the door and trust me, we're waiting there for you. Okay.
Hmm.
So here's some encouragement and some love to everyone who participated and just everybody who's moving to the next cycle. Let me just tell you guys, it's not easy in this business. It's not easy artistically to make it. It's not easy to survive. And for some of you who have a real life or regular job outside of the artistry than what you do, I think that that's great. That's clever. For those of you who are still trying to find and make your space, it's hard.
Oh, wait a
It's
second.
really
Oh,
hard.
wait. Oh, man, I feel so stupid.
We missed one.
Uh, there was a track that we didn't play that was in both our. It's okay. We've done it now. I don't think it would have changed. But I really like the track, and it was in your short list. Oh, what did you did? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's all good. It's
Yeah,
all good.
it's all good.
It's all good. So
Yeah, I'll reach you. I'll reach to whomever I'm talking about. I will reach out to you privately,
yes.
and give you an amazing feedback.
And
Uh,
I will also reach out to you all privately to give you guys my personal feedback.
the reason I'm saying that because I want to say a few shout outs to a few people that joined. I want to shout out Master William and Monali from Ghent in Belgium who did a really interesting version where Mona was singing on the track, and I thought that was very cool. And I want to also give another shout out to No Tuxedo from Berlin, I believe. And they actually read, or they're from Munich, I'm not sure. They read the back of the Asteroids and Stardust label. I remember I wrote something that we printed on the back, like a message or something about asteroids, and they read it with a spoken word kind of thing, and they included it in their remix, and I thought that was like super dope, and I really appreciate that. But yeah, the list is long. I want to thank everybody for sure. Um, yeah, again, thanks so much everybody for joining up. Really grateful. Thank you, Shay, for your time and your kindness and the opportunity for everyone to be able to get a shot at remixing my song and getting released on vinyl on Balance Classics. Thank you so much. See you,
Merci,
Shay.
au revoir.
Big love. See you,
Merci, bye
everybody.
bye. Bye bye.
Peace,
Ciao.
peace, peace, peace.